Hi, I'm Ashlynn Hill. I just graduated from Holy Family, and I've been a parishioner here my whole life.
I am Haley Horning. I just graduated from Holy Family as well, and I have been a parishioner here since I was about 2 years old.
You're happy with your take? It was very good.
I'm not very happy with it, but we're going to keep going.
No, I thought it was very natural. So, I'm a cradle Catholic, so growing up in the faith, I always, it was not ever my own religion kind of thing. I went to school, I learned everything I needed to learn, then I went to high school, and it wasn't until junior year that I was like, oh, this is my religion, this isn't my parents' thing. They're Catholic, but I need to accept it as my own and get to learn it and love it. And that's when I started really praying on my own and trying to learn everything I can. It was really when Haley...
Stop that, are you serious?
I'm serious. I am serious right now. She called me, it was the end of junior year. Literally, it might have been I don't know, it was the end of junior year, okay? Yeah. And she called me and she's like, hey, do you want to start a Catholic girls group at Holy Family and a club? And I was like, that sounds so fun. And then we went in for a meeting with Father Joe and Miss Falcani, and they're like, okay, where's your prayer life? And I was like, non-existent right now. And I was like, okay. And then they really were talking about it. It's if you're gonna lead this group, you need to, we need to get closer, in our faith together, and we need to be deeper in our faith alone. And so that's when I really took it seriously, being okay, this is what I want, and this is what I want to learn.
Just like Ashlynn, I was also a cradle Catholic. My whole family's Catholic. I was raised in the Catholic faith, got all the sacraments, but I think one thing I struggled with the most was feeling like it was forced on me, and feeling like it was just all these set rules, and I just didn't want any of that. Right. I just kind of wanted some freedom, and having it all, all those rules, having it all feel forced on me, that wasn't the vibe. Oh. Well, then I realized on a Kairos retreat my junior year of high school that my faith is my own, and I don't have to love Jesus like other people do, my relationship with him is my own, and it doesn't have to be this forced thing. I don't know, other people the rosary is I don't doubt the rosary is so beautiful, but it just doesn't work for me as a form of prayer. If I'm going to speak to Jesus, it needs to come from my heart. And I feel that was a big barrier for me to jump through.
Just talking. Because I like journaling. I like writing it down.
Journaling's good. I really love music. I really love praying with music.
I like time where I can be in silence and just write and just write down my thoughts and I'll journal, and then after that I'll just talk from my heart, so it's natural as well.
And I feel there's some other good ones. I'm not completely against recited prayers, but
right, it's just harder.
The litany of trust, it has to be something that I haven't heard 1,000 times,
right?
It has to be new, because then I can actually say it from my heart,
Yeah.
There was definitely a lack of a true faith life at Holy Family. Yeah, it's a Catholic school, but it's really hard to find someone that you meet that has a true relationship with Jesus. And I saw Ashlynn wanted it and I wanted it too, and I was just let's just do it, right. Why not? And so we started with this group of girls, and I think it's really been great for all of us. And yeah, I don't know. I think a great thing about Ashlynn and my friendship is I can just be look, my prayer life sucks right now. I am not praying. I just feel so empty right now, and we can just talk about it and work through it together. And she's such a great friend in that way that I can just oh, don't smile.
I'm sorry, that made me happy.
She's such a great friend in that way that she can hear me out without telling me go pray, because I don't need someone to tell me to go pray. I need someone to just listen to me and hear why I'm struggling,
Yeah. You go to high school and just everybody comes from different backgrounds that I don't want to say they don't see the importance in life or the true things in life, good things in life.
For sure.
But I think, I don't know, that's what I feel makes us such a good friendship, is because we know what we want.
Yeah, and we're both striving after the same goal,
right. But a good friendship isn't striving after partying together.
Yeah,
because that's just a fake friendship.
We strive after snackies and talking about
late
prayer.
Night snackies, smoothies, and prayer. So that's what we bond over.
We love snacks.
We do.
Every time.
I don't know, it comes from your parents not forcing it too much and wanting you to learn on your own, but like it has to be you as a person also.
But you have to want it.
You have to want it.
And that's another thing.
And that comes
like
at different stages in life. So maybe like the kids in high school who like they can totally change it, you know?
Well, I feel like in high school you don't really see the good. You don't know the actual goal.
Right.
But once you like get into your senior year, like junior, senior year,
right.
you realize that like there's more to partying, there's more to life than just like getting drunk on the weekends.
Friends.
You know? Like, and I feel like also some people are still like struggling with that, you know?
Yeah.
So I think one thing that young people need is, I think St. John's has really done a great job of this, is having like young people who really just love their faith and just show that it doesn't have to be like a boring old person thing. And I feel like a lot of young people see it as that and like see it as so strict and so many rules. It's more of like a safe haven. You know, we're all like a big family. And I think it's really good to just have those young adults who really show us how to live with Christ, you know, and live fully with that. So.
And like just getting away from like not thinking of the church as just a set of rules and like if you do this then this is gonna happen. Like it's really a safe place to show that like you are enough, and like you like society tells you so many things of what we have to be, but like the church is just saying like, hey, God loves you, He made you who you are, and you just need to love that.
Well, I think a lot of people like get the message of the church wrong, you know?
Right.
Like it isn't a place of judgment. Like that's not what it's supposed to be, you know?
Right. Just getting together with other youth and just like
youth
really talking, like having serious conversations with it.
Because it's different from just like reading the readings. Like in youth group and stuff, we can really like apply it to our life, you know?
Right. So one of my favorite things about Father Umberto is he's bringing in all this beauty into the church, bringing in new statues and redoing the whole chapel for us. And it's not just to make it look better, it's really just to give glory to God. And then also bringing back perpetual adoration, so anybody can go in at any time and have that time alone with God, which is awesome. Really, I actually really like the St. John the Baptist statue. I think that one's really well done. It brings a lot to the church. And then also, he's just a really good cook. Like, he's come over to our house a few times and made some really good food. Steak quesadillas, which were really good. And then one time he made us, like, a full dinner with, like, homemade refried beans, which was so good. This, like, homemade soup. And honestly, I can't remember. It was probably, like...
all you remember is it was good.
All I remember is it was amazing, so...
One of my favorite things about Father Daniel was probably how he brought back the youth group, and I think he's just really easy to talk to, like especially with all the things that we're struggling with in high school and just like everyday life. He really just understands it, and instead of trying to reprimand us for it, he understands and he hears us out, which I think is really great, because sometimes you don't need someone to tell you it's wrong. Like, we know it's wrong. We just need someone to hear us.
Like, talk through it.
Yeah, to talk through it with us and just really make us feel heard, and I feel like he's really good about that. One of the big like St. John's events that really affected me was when we went as a youth group to Steubenville last year. We went together. It was really fun. But one of the speakers was talking about belonging, and that was something that I had struggled with for so long, like feeling like I fit in. And one of her main points was like fitting in is different than belonging. And like that just like really shook me up. And it was like, we belong to Christ. Like we are his daughters. And like, it was just, that was such a big moment for me. And I don't know if I don't really have much more to say on that, but like I really loved it.
Okay, so I'm kind of different from Haley. I don't love retreats, but
they're my jam.
They're her jam. That's awesome. But like St. John's, like I've gone on all of them, and it's great that they put them together and we go. But definitely, St. John's has helped me through the sacraments. Like I've been baptized for Holy Communion, everything like that here. But definitely my confirmation stands out. Just right before high school, like when we're in 8th grade, and that's when we really have to like take our faith as our own and learn more about it, and just having that experience right before going out to high school helped a lot.
Mm-hmm. And that's a big transition too, to high school, to accept your faith. Sorry, I can't speak. But like I feel like now, like I felt it in 8th grade, like, oh, we gotta hold on to our faith. But like now in high school, like it's the real deal.
Right.
Like that was
it's
like a practice run.
Yeah, for sure.
The real deal.
The real deal.
I remember in 5th grade, I wore a bun with a headband every day.
I wore a high ponytail with a hair.
I think it's funny how we go through like phases with our hair.
What was that?
Like
I just headband every day. That covered
Third
my ears.
grade?
I thought it was so cool.
3rd grade was like straight hair pinned like this.
Obviously, the
No,
go-to.
That was 3rd grade.
Every day. Like, we had, like, this group of girls. There was, like, 8 of us. We were best friends in middle school. And literally every day at lunch, we'd all get up and go to the bathroom together. It was like,
yeah, we really did, didn't we?
We all had to go together. I don't know why, but...
I don't really like that about us. That kind of makes me cringe. No. Oh, we have a beautiful video to show.
Oh my gosh, we had the best video ever.
It's very good. If you could stick it on our video, we'd love it.
I was a girl. I became a princess overnight. I gotta figure out how to do it right. There's so much to learn and see. Up in the castle with my big family. In a school that's just for royalty. Oh, it's trying to reflect waiting at me. I'm so excited to be Sophia the Prince. I'm finding out what's being royal. Sophia the Prince, taking my way. It's gonna be my time to show them all that I'm Sophie and the